Good afternoon, folks. My name is Kurt Hitzemann, County Court Judge here in Hernando County. You folks are here for your first appearance. Purpose of the first appearance is so that you may be informed of the charges against you. I'll determine if probable cause exists for those charges. Probable cause simply means it's more likely than not that a crime has occurred, and more likely than not that you're the person who's committed that crime. Of course, as you stand before me today, I presume that you're innocent of these allegations. That presumption of innocence will stay with you through every stage of the proceedings until the state attorney's office is able to prove the allegations against you beyond and to the exclusion of a reasonable doubt. We'll set your conditions of pretrial release today, that is your bail or your bond. In most cases, you've had a bond set already pursuant to the bond schedule here in the 5th Judicial Circuit, or the warrant which led to your arrest. I'll determine if that bond should be raised or lowered or left the same, or whether there'll be additional conditions of pretrial release placed upon you. We'll let you know when your next court date will be. If you'd like to have the services of the public defender, I'll gladly appoint the PD to represent you this afternoon. You do have a right to have contact with folks on the outside, family, friends, counsel. If you have not had a chance to make that call, please let me know. We'll make sure that that happens. Finally, and most importantly, you're advised that you do have an absolute right to remain silent with regard to the facts which surround your arrest. I encourage you to do that. These proceedings are recorded. In addition, there is an assistant state attorney in the courtroom with me. If you say something that tends to incriminate you, they will use it against you in the prosecution down the road. I now need each and every one of you there at the jail to please raise your right hands and be sworn.
And
You all solemnly swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth? Outstanding.
Yeah.
When you hear your name called, please step forward to the podium. Donna, sweep. Morning, miss. What's your date of birth?
8/5/90.
All right. Donna, the charge is driving under the influence, apparently with someone under the age of 18 in the vehicle. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the PD. State any history.
Your Honor, she has some history, disorderly conduct, resisting without back in 2010. There was a battery in 2014. Other charges dropped and dismissed. Domestic battery 2010, possession 2010, petty theft 2006.
Okay. Ms. Sweet, I have an address for you on North Jasmine Avenue in Tarpon Springs. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
All right. How long have you lived there?
For about 2.5 years now.
Do you have a job these days?
I bartend, but I'm also looking for more other work.
Okay. I'm going to leave your bond at the $1,000. I'm going to have you back in court on August 21st. Very important that you contact the public defender when you get out, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ashley Poole. Morning or afternoon, Ashley. What's your date of birth?
July 18, 1985.
Ashley, I have a warrant for you out of Pasco County. The judge that signed that warrant found probable cause for one count of trafficking in oxycodone and set your bond at $50,000. I don't have jurisdiction to change that bond. If you can post the $50,000 bond, you can get out of jail here, go down to Newport Richie and find out when they want you in court. If you can't post that bond, we'll let Pasco know. I'll give them 5 days to come get you. Never takes 5 with Pasco. But if for some strange reason you were still here 5 days later, they'd bring you back to see me, and I'd find out what the holdup is, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ashley Hardman. Morning, Ashley. What's your date of birth?
4/2/98.
Ashley, first issue I have for you is a charge of driving, a felony charge of driving on a suspended license. There's probable cause for that charge, and then it appears that you're also on felony probation out of Pinellas County. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a probable cause arrest for a violation of probation. There is probable cause for that. As to the local charge of driving on a suspended license, you're going to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
No, I already have an attorney. He was supposed to be here today, but I guess he didn't make it.
Okay, what's his name?
Mancuso.
Okay.
James Mancuso.
All right. He is not here at the moment. And state any history.
Yes, Your Honor. She has, at this time, she has an open driving license suspended in Pasco. The closed, she has a felony driving while DUI from 2019. She pled in April. She also had a driving license suspended. With that case, she had another driving license suspended January of this year in Pinellas. Driving license suspended here in Hernando in January. A driving license suspended in 17 in Hillsborough. DUI in Hernando in 17. Another DUI here in Hernando in 17. Is that it as far as her history goes?
All right. Ashley, I have an address for you on Bruni Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yeah.
How long have you been there?
Since November.
Do you have a job these days?
Yeah, I work in Tampa.
Okay. All right. On the local charge, I'll leave the bond at $5,000. That's coming back to court on the 28th of August. On the VOP, the bond, of course, is no bond. So what will happen, Ashley, if you can post the bond on the local charge, then they'll have Pinellas come and get you to address the VOP. If you're unable to post the bond on the local charge, you would stay here until you resolved it, and then you would go to Pinellas County. But obviously the thing to do is make contact with Mr. Mancuso as quickly as you can and get him working on these things, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. John Adkins?
Yes, sir.
John, what's your date of birth?
8/29/72.
John, the charge today, driving on a suspended license. There's probable cause for the charge. Hang on one second. Okay. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
I guess public defender.
All right, I'll appoint the PD. State.
Yes, Your Honor, he has a valid DL from 2011, DUI, and a driving license suspended in 2008. I think other than that, it gets pretty old, Your Honor.
Okay. And, sir, I've got an address for you on Elwood Road in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long you been there?
22 years.
You have a job these days?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Mechanic.
Where do you do that?
Out of house and friend's house, more or less.
Okay.
Mobile mechanic.
Okay.
It was.
All right. Okay. John, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today, so they're going to let you out. You'll be back in court on the 21st of August. Very important that you contact the public defender when you get out, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Jason Doust. Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
3/28/1985.
Got 5 charges this morning. This afternoon I've got a reckless driving, no registration, fleeing to elude, felony driving on a suspended license, and expired driver's license.
Yes, sir.
As to those charges, there is probable cause. You want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender, sir.
I'll appoint the PD. State, what can you tell me?
Oh boy, Your Honor. He's got quite a history. He has numerous driving license suspended, petty thefts, 18, fraudulent use of a credit card. I had to get that one out. Grand theft, possession of paraphernalia out of Okaloosa County. right, as I thumb through this real quick. There's a domestic battery from 16, driving license suspended, driving license suspended. Your Honor, I believe he actually just recently in Hernando County got another driving license suspended. And by recently, I want to say it was July 3rd.
Okay. Okay. Jason, I have an address for you on Suncrest Drive in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long you been there?
Since I got released,
Okay. How long is that?
about 3 weeks, sir. A month.
Do you have a job these days?
I was supposed to start this morning.
Okay. All right. On the reckless driving, I will set the bond at $1,000. On the fleeing, I'll leave it at the $25,000. On the, this is such a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't.
Looks like 2 counts of driving that expired.
Now, well, one is for the registration, and one is but the problem is the order, because I'm going to do it in this order. I'm going to call number 1 the reckless. I'm going to call number 2 the fleeing. So number 1 is 1,000. Number 2 is 25,000. I'm going to call number 3 the no registration. And I'm going to set that at 1,000. I'm going to call number 4 the felony duelis. I'm going to leave that at 5,000. And I'm going to call number 5 the expired DL, and I'm going to set that at 500. So that's a total of $32,500. They're all coming back on the 28th of July. If you bond out, you should contact the PD. If you can't bond out, they'll come see you at the jail. All right? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Did you just say the 28th of July?
August. It says July on here.
I was just thinking, Judge, I think it's the 30th already.
Yep. So should it be August?
I would say August.
Or what date? The 21st is.
It's the 28th, right?
Yep. Oh,
I think
yeah.
the 28th. It would be right.
August 28th. Yep. Okay. Ronald Prior. Hello, sir. What's your date of birth?
8/11/77.
All right, sir. This is a warrant out of Seminole County. The judge that signed the warrant found probable cause for violation of probation and set your bond at no bond. We'll let them know you're here and ready to go. I'll give them 5 days to come get you. If you're still here in 5, they'll bring you back to see me, all right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. James Rawson. Afternoon, Jim. Date of birth?
11/55.
All right, we got a trespassing again. Is this something he can resolve today? I know
I'm thinking
half of it is me. So
30 days, 60 days.
30.
30 sounds good.
All right, Jim, you want to do 30 days on this, or you want to talk to a lawyer first?
No, I'll take it 30.
All right, you understand by entering a plea today, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent, the right to have a lawyer, but you want to give up those rights so we can resolve this today?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of trespass, how do you wish to plead?
No contest.
I'll accept the plea. Find is freely and voluntarily made. Adjudicate you guilty of the charge. Sentence you to 30 days in the county jail. Credit 2 days served. Fine and court costs is $553. Cost of incarceration. But that takes care of it, Jim. We'll see you next time. All right.
I hope not.
All right. James Sword. Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
September 9th, 1969.
All right, James, I've got assault or battery on a detainee. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender,
I'll
please.
appoint the PD. Leave the bond at $2,000. We'll put this on the 14th of August, Jim, where your other cases are. The PD will come see you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
What does state hospital mean? The agency of whole state hospital. Is that when this occurred?
No, I have no idea, but I know he's got VOPs. He's got a lot of open stuff raised. So. All right, Jay, you got anything else for me?
No, sir.
Awesome. Thank you.